Welcome everyone to race 3, second race in round 2 here at Farm Imola. We are back from yesterday's race 1 and back with qualifying 2 for the 20 minutes race here in race 6 of the season. Will be very interesting to see who will be on top of this session. Maybe we'll get another surprise result when we saw yesterday Douglas Bacon on first place. So maybe now it's time for another one, maybe Ethan Knight, as we can see him now, or someone else to get pole position. Will be very interesting to see how all of them will perform. Maybe we will see the old drivers back on top, with people like Kinnaman, Wagner still looking for the second pole position after round 1. So this is Ethan Knight on his last few meters for his first lap of this qualifying session. He's the first driver to run, I think. No, there's Kovalenko or Yilmaz in front. Simon crossed the line doing a 49.7. Newfield and Werner are slower, whereas Ethan Knight got a finish. I think it's behind Simon. And yeah, it is only 29 thousandths of a second slower than Adrian Simon. Stokey behind Ethan Knight, so Ethan Knight with a good qualifying session. First lap for him, it was a good one. There we have Elber Wagner now, setting a good first sector with more than a tenth faster than Adrian Simon, currently in pole position. Let's have a look at him for the rest of the lap, I think. Elber Wagner is still looking for that form from the first round where you actually won a race, so he will try to get this form back on top to stay in that fight for the title. That's very important for him, I think, after his departure from the single seaters. So last corner for Elber Wagner. Second sector is looking good too. I think that will be provisional pole position for the German 40 Plus Ultra team. Right behind him is John Madsen, so we can have a direct comparison between the two. So yeah, what a lap time, 2 tenths in front of Simon. Madsen is not even on the first page. I think he was on his old lap. So yeah, let's see how he's doing. There we have Stefan Klein now. Stefan Klein with a good first race here at Imola. Second place, right behind Douglas Bacon. Maybe he can repeat that performance to get himself back to the top 10 or maybe top 5 even for the season standings. And of course for Tenok Racing, it's a great first season for them in the FVA. So yeah, let's see how he's doing. Stefan Klein crossing the line now in a few seconds. He is 8th place, 2 places in front of teammate Chase Newfield. Then we have James Thompson. James Thompson could be a surprise for this, only 13th, so missing some pace compared to last round. So we are back for the last few minutes of this qualifying session, currently having Henry Ludwig on our screen, setting two personal sectors in the first and the second sector. That could be maybe a top 20 position. It's P22, good performance by the young German driver. But yeah, at the moment nobody has beaten Elvar Ragna's lap time from his first run. Only Ethan Knight and Simon could improve their lap to now down to 120 thousandths of a second, close to Elvar Ragnar. This is Seifert's jacket, teammate of Adrian Simon. Still one of the drivers who are missing a point this season, but he's going into the pits. This is Pablo Del Fuego. Pablo Del Fuego currently P21, not the performance we are used to see from him. But now Adrian Simon coming close to the start-finish line. Two green sectors, this could be very close to Elvar Ragnar, but I think the last sector he was a bit held up by a Tenok racing car. And yeah, that's the case. Stefan Klein now improves to third place, so he was right behind him. There's Luke Stokey, purple second sector, fastest of all. Is Luke Stokey again doing the miracle for OSM and maybe getting the pole position? That's a big question. Luke Stokey now to the finish line. It's not an improvement, and looking down to the sectors, I think he got held up in the first sector, with that being way down to his competitors. So now only 2 minutes left. We have Elvar Ragnar, Ethan Knight, Stefan Klein, Adrian Simon, Timo Kinnaman in the top 5. And position 6, Karl Beckenbauer, Ledesma, P7, good performance from the Italian. P8, John Madsen, Luke Stokey on P9, Samuel Yilmaz P10. Elvar Ragnar goes to the pits. That means he will not do a second or a third lap from his run. So now he has to hope that nobody beats his lap time. As we speak of Ledesma, here he is. Ledesma, Vipera Corso, 7th place, good performance from the Italian. So qualifying is finished, and we have Elvar Ragnar setting the pole position for this race, round 6, race 6 of the season. Luke Stokey coming P2 with Timo Kinnaman, very close P3 finish. Stefan Klein for Tenok Racing in P4, Ethan Knight 5th place, James Thompson, Adrian Simon and John Madsen in P8. On P9 we have Ray Sharma with Karl Beckenbauer finishing in the top 10 for Game Tech International. In P11 we have Jenny Ledesma for Vipera Corse. P12 goes to Sami Yilmaz, close to Jenny Ledesma, so good performance for the Moroccan driver. Pole setter from race 1, Douglas Bacon only 13th place, Heikki Veskila in the top 15, Spencer James 15th place, Dominic Hansen 2nd Phoenix car in P16. Then we have Theo Sorensen, the 2nd Diamond Co car in P17, Nikola Milkovic P18, Chase Newfield P19 and Pablo Del Fuego in P20. Luca Lombardi, good performance from him, close to the top 20, P21 for him, Diego Campos P22, Rosendo Werner, Ives Jacket and Dimitro Kovalenko finishing in the top 25, Milan Stankovic P26, Henry Ludwig P27, Sang Kim Moon in P28, Kirk Lazarus P29, and over a second down is Jake Oakley in the 3rd and last Phoenix Motorsport car. So that's it for the qualifying session for race 6 of the season. We will see us in a few seconds for the start of the race. So now we are only a few seconds away from the race start of race 2 here from Imola. Looking down the grid, we have Ebra Wagner in first place. After that, P2 is Luke Stokey. Excellent performance in qualifying from the Britain. Then Tumo Kinnaman in third, currently the leader of the VPC 2024 season. Stefan Kleen, fourth place. And Ethan Knight, excellent performance from the Aqua Sports Car team driver in fifth place. James Thompson, sixth place. Adrian Simon, P7. John Madsen in P8. Ray Sharma, P9. And Carl Beckenbauer, P10. Our lights are on and we go racing here for the 6th race of the season, 2nd race here in Imola. I think Luke Stokey got a great exit out from the pits from the start. Aaron Wagner got a horrible start. Luke Stokey leads the race. Tumo Kinnaman tries to get around Aaron Wagner. Ethan Knight get the position from Stefan Kleen. Ethan Knight now in 4th place. Simon got it from Thompson the place. He's in 6th. Douglas Bacon, excellent start from him. He's now close to the top 10, fighting with Carl Beckenbauer over 10th position. I think he got his position now, maybe around the outside now. Hold his position. No, he's not. Carl Beckenbauer stays in 10th place. General Desma trying to find a way around Sami Yilmaz, but I think he has the position now. Yeah, he's in P12. There's a lot of stuff going around the back of the grid. There's a few Sorensen in 16th place right now, one position, and then he is in the points. But Dominic Hansen currently holds that 1 point for the 2nd race. Remember, only the top 15 drivers get points in the 2nd race of the weekend. And there we have John Madsen. Horrible mistake from the French driver. For Plus Ultra now only 13th. Maybe Sami Yilmaz has a way to find around to gain the position from John Madsen, but no, he has to go back to his position. So John Madsen now only 13th place. That means Carl Beckenbauer, Douglas Bacon and Desma move the place up. Now Bacon, the best of the top 10 drivers, started 13th. Now he's in 10th place. Good performance. Another good performance is Luca Lombardi. We have him down in P18. Currently his best performance of the season. There's Luke Stokey. Luke Stokey, excellent performance from him right now, leading the race again. That means he will get a good amount of points compared to Tumo Kinnaman, and the gap to the lead of the season standings will get even closer. Now we are back here. Currently on screen we have Douglas Bacon, race winner, remember, race winner from race 1 here from Imola. Surprising race winner result for the American. Remember, he's 42 years old. Ended his career in 2017 in Indy Virtual, I think. So now he's back and delivering quite good for the American outfit of McNair Automotives. Currently we have 4 minutes left. Luke Stokey still in P1, ahead of Ara Wagner and Tumo Kinnaman. Even night, excellent performance by the Briton in 4th place. Stefan Kleen, 2nd place finish in race 1. Now he is in 5th place, so good performance from him, and this will get a massive amount of points for Malaysian outfit Tenok Racing. Adrian Simon, 6th place at the moment. Ray Sharma in 7th place. Then we have James Thompson, 8th place, Carl Beckenbauer and Douglas Bacon in P10. The other 5 drivers are Ledesma, Vaskila, Madsen, Yilmaz and Dominic Hansen, as we have him right now on the screen, with the single point, the last point of race 2. Dominic Hansen right now chasing Samuel Yilmaz from the start finish line, and I think we have now only 2 laps left, so 2 more laps for Luke Stokey to survive to get another race victory for OSM International. So now, as we're crossing the finish line, this is Luke Stokey's last lap for this race. Maybe he will get a race win. Maybe Abel Wagner will find a way around him on the last lap of this race. Let's stay at Abel Wagner. Luke Stokey, does he have enough power to get his car over the finish line in first place? Abel Wagner, I think he was the fastest driver in this race, but Luke Stokey and of course the drag, that these are hard things to overtake. Luke Stokey, excellent defensive driver, as we could see from his previous 5 races in this season. So right now Luke Stokey will gain a few points to Tumo Kinnaman and Elva Wagner. Sits with this position in P2 in the standings, but I think Wagner will have a hard time now finding that spot to overtake him for this race victory. Starting from first, now in second, again beaten by Luke Stokey, who got an excellent start on the race. Now the chicane for the second last straight for this in front of the start finish line. Now only two more corners left for Luke Stokey. He was leading the race for the whole 20 minutes, and now he will get his first race victory here in Imola, and I think that's the 3rd race victory in the season. No, a 2nd race victory in the season. Luke Stokey only a few hundred meters away from start finish line, and Luke Stokey is the 2nd race winner here in Imola, second race victory for him in this season. Excellent performance by the Briton and OSM. Errol Wagner comes home in second and Tumo Kinnaman in third place. So these are the final results for race 2 here from Imola, and as we can see right now, this is the results. Luke Stokey, second race win of the season, comes home in first place in front of Errol Wagner, who is I think a bit disappointed after his pole position for race 2. Tumo Kinnaman in third place, good performance from him. Ethan Knight fourth place, excellent performance. Stefan Klien after his second place, and now this fifth place is a good round for the Austrian driver for Tenok Racing. Adrian Simon sixth place, Ray Sharma in seventh, James Thompson eighth place, Karl Beckenbauer again a top 10 finish for GameTech International, comes home in ninth place, and Douglas Bacon a double top 10 finish for him here in Imola to get a lot of points from this round. John Ledesma P11 for Vipera Corsa, good performance from him this round too, after his devastating round in Istanbul. Heike Verskiller P12, John Madsen P13 after his crash, a bit of disappointing and not as consistent as he has hoped for. Samuel Yemas in P14, and the last points is Dominic Hansen in P15 for Phoenix Motorsport. Theo Sørensen 16th place, with Nikolai Milkovic in P17, Luca Lombardi 18th place, Chase Newfield and Spencer James completing the top 20. Then we have P21 with Dimitri Kovalenko, P22 with Gio Campos, Pablo Del Fuego, P23, Henry Ludwig P24, Yves Jacket P25, Kirk Lazarus, Rosendo Werner, then both Aqua Sports Car team drivers of Milan Stankovic in front of Sanke Moon, and P30 goes to Jake Oakley. And that's it for the two races here in Imola. We saw some exciting battles and surprising results, and we will see us back in 3 weeks when we go to Germany, Nürburgring, for the Virtual Porsche Cup season in 2024.